The Blackberry Z10 is the first ever full touchscreen smartphone from RIM. It's featuring the brand new Blackberry 10 operating system, and it's designed to go toe-to-toe with the likes of the iPhone 5 and the Samsung Galaxy S3. I've been testing it out over the weekend, and I've got 5 of my initial thoughts after using it. The first thing you'll notice about the Blackberry Z10 is that it looks great. It's got this nice matte black plastic finish, which is designed to attract all of BlackBerry's traditional business customers to use the phone. It looks a little bit similar, well, a lot similar to the iPhone 5, but that's no bad thing. It's got a similar sized touchscreen too. This is 4.2 inches, which is almost the same as the iPhone 5. You're not going to feel ashamed about using the Blackberry Z10, especially if you're in a suit and you want to look smart. The Blackberry Z10 has got a great range of specs. They're designed to handle the strains of your usual smartphone multitasking. For example, the Z10, it's got a 1.5 gigahertz processor. That's dual core, so any flicking between emails and your apps, it's going to work out just fine for that. There's also 16 gigabytes of internal storage, which you can expand with a micro SD card, so you can fill it up with your music, more apps, and a bit of video if you wanted. Perhaps most significantly about the Blackberry Z10 is that it features 4G connectivity, so that means you can get super fast mobile internet for all your browsing needs on the go as well. One thing that surprised me about the Blackberry Z10 is that it takes really great photos. It's got an 8 megapixel camera, so when I was walking to work in the snow earlier today, I kind of got my Blackberry Z10 out, I was snapping away at a postbox which was covered in snow, and then I got to edit all these photos on a nice inbuilt photo editing app which is built into Blackberry 10. It's sort of similar to Instagram in the way you get those 60 shades of colours. It's not as good in terms of sharing it, but it does the job really well. When you compare Blackberry 10, which is the operating system for the Z10, with its immediate processor, the Blackberry 7, the difference is really significant. When you compare Blackberry 10 with, say, Android's Jelly Bean or iOS 6, it's much less pronounced. The thing which is most noticeable about Blackberry 10 is you get your Blackberry Hub, which is a way to flick through your emails, your Facebook, and your Twitter all in the same place. Blackberry Hub works really well for your emails because you can go through them one by one really easily. But for Twitter, it's not quite as good. You'll have to read individual messages when what you really want to see is an entire stream of who's been tweeting you all at once. A good thing about Blackberry 10 is its new keyboard, which has this nice swipe function where if you're typing, it will predict the words it thinks you're going to say, and then you can just flick along on your touchscreen to select those words. It's quite a lot of fun to use and makes typing long emails really entertaining. So one of the classic problems with Blackberry smartphones is that they haven't really had the bonus of a big app library for casual smartphone users. But with the Blackberry 10 and the Z10 in particular, 70,000 apps have been made available for its launch. This means you'll get Angry Birds Space, which is a lot of fun to play on the go and surprising for a Blackberry handset. But I missed out as a music fan on Spotify in particular. I want to have my music playlists on the go, and I want to be able to listen to them as I'm taking the bus into work. Another thing which isn't great about the Blackberry 10 app selection is that you'll get apps like the BBC Sport app. Now this is essentially a downloaded app from BlackBerry World, which is the app store for the Z10, but it's actually just a link to the web page of BBC Sport. So you'll end up using it through the BlackBerry's browser. It's not brilliant. So from a hardware perspective, there's no doubt that the Blackberry Z10 could go head-to-head against the iPhone 5 and the Samsung Galaxy S3. In my opinion, I think it's the software that lets it down just a little bit. Blackberry 10 is good, but it's not great when you compare it to Android's Jelly Bean or iOS 6. I think the app selection is going to get a lot better in the future, so maybe it's worth holding out until the Blackberry Q10 gets released later this year in May. To read more about the Blackberry Z10 and see how it compares to the iPhone 5, just click on the link below.